cold day in early January 2024, protesters gathered outside the International Court of Justice, ICJ, in The Hague to denounce Israel's genocidal war on Gaza, then nearly 100 days old, more than 3,000 kilometers, 1,864 miles away. Some Palestinians in Gaza followed the proceedings live-streamed on YouTube, but most were trying to survive Israel's relentless bombardment. Iran's mission to the United Nations has accused Washington of excessive demands that are pushing peace talks towards collapse, amid reports that United States President Donald Trump's administration is preparing for strikes on Iran if negotiations to secure a deal fail. Pakistan's Army Chief Azim Munir landed in Tehran on Friday and met Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi late into the night. The pair exchanged views on the latest diplomatic efforts and initiatives to prevent escalation of tensions, according to a post on Araghchi's Telegram channel.
The first North Korean sports team to visit the South in 8 years crowned their trip by winning the Asian Women's Champions League. Beating Japan's Tokyo Verdy Belleza 1-0 in the final, Nagohyang Women's FC lifted the trophy on Saturday thanks to captain Kim Kyung-yong's goal just before half-time in the South Korean city of Suwon. About 40,000 people in Southern California have been ordered to evacuate their homes as emergency responders race to prevent a large tank containing hazardous chemicals from leaking or exploding. Residents in 6 Orange County cities were told to leave their homes on Friday after a storage tank containing up to 7,000 gallons, 500 litres of methyl methacrylate, a highly flammable chemical used in the production of plastics, began to fail the previous evening. Q Autos has officially launched Chinese automaker Kaiyi in Pakistan, introducing the Kaiyi X3 Pro EV crossover along with 2 variants of the Kaiyi EQ04 electric hatchback at a launch event in Lahore. The company entered the market with 3 electric vehicles, including the X3 Pro EV crossover and the EQ04 hatchback in 300 kilometres and 400 kilometres range variants. The Kaiyi X3 Pro EV has been launched with a claimed driving range of 401 kilometres on a single charge.
Pakistan's National Cyber Emergency Response Team, National CERT, has launched CTF Square, an indigenously developed Capture the Flag CTF platform designed to strengthen cybersecurity learning assessment and practical skill development across the country's digital ecosystem. The initiative is part of National CERT's broader efforts to improve cyber resilience and build local cybersecurity capacity through hands-on technical training and simulation-based exercises.
Saudi Arabian authorities are deploying drones, artificial intelligence and advanced surveillance technologies during the Hajj 2026 to monitor crowds, detect violations and prevent unauthorised entry into the holy sites. The technologies are part of an integrated security and organisational system aimed at ensuring the safety of millions of pilgrims who gather annually in the holy sites.
Punjab Sports Board will increase the number of its sports academies to 18, with the new facilities expected to become operational during the first week of June 2026. According to officials, the academies will provide free sports training to more than 2,000 boys and girls in various disciplines across the province. No training fees will be charged from participating athletes. In a major relief for citizens ahead of Eid al-Adha, Chief Traffic Officer CTO Lahore Abdul Rahim Shirazi has allowed loader rickshaws carrying sacrificial animals to use Canal Road under certain conditions. According to the CTO Lahore, the relaxation will remain in place until Eid al-Adha and will apply only to loader rickshaws being used for the transportation of sacrificial animals.
Pakistan has intensified screening measures at airports across the country, along with other precautionary steps amid the recent Ebola virus outbreak in Africa. The Health Ministry said on Saturday in a handout, the minister said Health Minister Mustafa Kamal had directed authorities to implement precautionary screening protocols at all airports to prevent the possible spread of the virus.
Ikram Saeed stunned the world last week with her glamorous trip to France, representing Pakistan at the Cannes Film Festival alongside designer Hussein Rehar. Now, back home, she said Pakistanis need to be more present on the global stage. In an interview with Something Hot, the actor agreed with host Amna Isani that this was a breakthrough moment for Pakistanis on the world stage, and that there was a need for them to step out of the shadow of the South Asian label and make an identity for themselves. Lahore. An inquiry committee constituted by Nishtar Medical University has found 9 doctors and hospital officials guilty of misconduct and violation of screening protocols in a case involving surgery on a patient who was later found to be HIV positive, prompting disciplinary action by the Punjab government. According to the inquiry report sent by Nishtar Medical University's Vice-Chancellor to the Punjab Specialised Healthcare and Medical Education Department on May 22, disciplinary proceedings were recommended against the officials under the Punjab Employees Efficiency, Discipline and Accountability (PEDA) Act 2006.
Trump Mobile has confirmed that customer information was exposed on its website, adding another issue to the delayed launch of its first smartphone. The exposed information included customer names, phone numbers, home addresses and email addresses, TechCrunch reported. The company said it is investigating the matter and has not found evidence so far that the information was used maliciously. Mariam Nawaz, Chief Minister of Punjab, has directed authorities across the province to strictly enforce Eid-ul-Azha SOPs and ensure cleanliness, security and public facilitation during the holidays. She also ordered the imposition of a 50,000 fine on people found throwing animal waste and offal on streets, roads, drains and canals during Eid days. Chairing a video link meeting on Eid arrangements on Friday, the Punjab Chief Minister instructed deputy commissioners and district police officers to remain in the field throughout the holidays and warned that negligence or poor implementation of directives would not be tolerated.
Sui Southern Gas Company has announced a temporary gas shutdown schedule for several areas of Karachi due to pipeline work near the Nipa flyover under the BRT project. According to the company, lowering work on a 20-inch high-pressure gas pipeline will be carried out near the Nipa flyover on the BRT route, following a request from Trans Karachi under Phase 2 of the project.
Banu. Casualties were reported on Saturday morning as heavy fighting was underway between a police peace committee and militants in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Banu district medical teaching institution, Banu. Spokesperson Mohammed Nauman Khattab said 3 injured policemen and a martyr were brought to the district headquarters hospital.
I am often asked to name my favourite role, but my answer is always the same, says Salim Mairaj. The most important character for me is the one I've just signed on to play. Mairaj began his career as a theatre actor before transitioning into television and film with such ease that challenging roles began coming his way early on. Whether commanding the stage or electrifying the screen in a gritty digital series, Mairaj's journey proves the enduring power of pure craft. In a world obsessed with fleeting fame, he remains rooted, vanishing so completely into his roles that audiences forget they are watching an actor at all.
Charsad. At least 3 children were killed while a couple was seriously injured after the roof of a house collapsed in Prangmajoki area of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Charsada district on Saturday. Rescue officials said, according to Rescue 1122, the roof had suddenly caved in, trapping 5 members of a family under the debris.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 26 points as the Oklahoma City Thunder survived an early onslaught to score a 123-108 victory over the San Antonio Spurs and take a 2-1 lead in their NBA Western Conference Finals Series. 2-time NBA Most Valuable Player Gilgeous-Alexander led another dominant all-around offensive performance on Friday by the reigning NBA champions, who saw 4 members of their bench finish in double figures to set up the precious road win.
Pakistan's powerful army chief, Field Marshal Asim Munir, arrived in Tehran on Friday as diplomatic efforts to broker a peace agreement between Iran and the United States intensified. Pakistani officials are reportedly playing a growing mediation role as regional powers push to prevent a wider conflict. But Iranian officials have tempered expectations for a quick breakthrough. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson said differences in the mediated talks between Tehran and Washington remain deep and significant, signalling that major obstacles still stand in the way of a formal agreement.
The world's best football players will travel to North America this summer for the most anticipated sporting event of the year, the FIFA World Cup 2026. While the 48-team tournament will feature young prodigies and veterans alike, some stars will not be at the tournament, having missed out due to injuries or because their nations failed to qualify. A gas explosion at a coal mine in China has killed at least 90 people. State media Xinhua said 247 workers had been on duty underground when the blast ripped through the Liu Shenyu mine in Qinyuan County, Shanxi province on Friday.
One of Berlin's rising star early-stage startups, PKI, just crossed $10 million in annualized revenue, according to internal dashboard data seen and verified by TechCrunch. PKI raised its $21 million Series A 6 months ago. While CEO Marius Miners wouldn't disclose its valuation to me at that time, only revealing that it was above $100 million, he did say the startup had grown its revenue to more than $4 million in the 10 months since its launch.
Rawalpindi Waste Management Company has finalized an extensive Eid al-Adha cleanliness plan, deploying 6,340 workers and 1,066 vehicles to collect more than 11,000 tons of waste across Rawalpindi during the three-day holiday from May 27 to May 29. Speaking at a press conference, our WMC Managing Director Rana Sajid said the operation will run 24 hours a day in all 164 union councils and will be monitored live through CCTV cameras to ensure efficient waste disposal.
Spotify has introduced Personal Podcast, a new AI-powered feature that lets users create private audio episodes inside the Spotify app. The feature allows users to enter a text prompt describing the kind of podcast they want. Spotify will then generate a personalized episode based on that input, along with the user's interests and listening habits. Spotify said the feature draws on world knowledge and the user's Spotify taste profile to create private audio.
The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has announced 4 public holidays for Eid al-Adha, during which government offices, educational institutions and other public departments across the province will remain closed. According to a notification issued by the Chief Secretary of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the holidays will be observed from Tuesday, May 26 to Friday, May 29.
The Lahore High Court has revised its previously announced Eid al-Adha holidays schedule for courts across Punjab, adding an extra holiday to the earlier notification. According to a notification issued by the court on May 21, Eid al-Adha holidays will now be observed from May 26 to May 28, instead of the previously announced schedule of May 27 and May.
Corporate drama has lit up trading WhatsApp groups as investors with an appetite for the Satori scripts watch TRG. The resource group's founder, the tech unicorn Zia Chishti, just won a battle to regain company control in court in Pakistan. Here is a simplified version of the long arc of this story.
A gas explosion at a coal mine in northern China has killed at least 90 people, state media reported on Saturday, in one of the country's biggest industrial disasters of recent years. The blast occurred at 7:29 p.m. on Friday at the Liu Shenyu coal mine in Shanxi province, according to state news agency Xinhua. 3 months after attacking Iran, US President Donald Trump faces a bigger question. Is he losing the war? With Iran's grip on the Strait of Hormuz, its resistance to nuclear concessions, and its government largely intact, doubts are growing that Trump can translate the US military's tactical successes into an outcome he can frame convincingly as a geopolitical win.